Hello, my dear students, and welcome to your online class. Today is Wednesday, June the 3rd, 2020, and my name is teacher CosmeRobalino. Today, we are going to continue with the unit that we started last Monday on June the 1st. Now, as you can see on your screen, we are going to continue with the unit number 6. So let's go to our main page, and as you remember, we talked about techno victims, the story of the girl that traveled from England to South Africa, and then we talked about adverbs and vocabulary. So today we are going to go on to page number 62 to talk about the grammar. So let's read the grammar very quickly, and then we are going to practice. So the uses of could. As you remember, could is the past of can. And can is a modal that expresses ability in the present. Could expresses ability in the past, but you can also say was able or were able. And an ability in the future can be expressed as will be able to. Okay, so let's see what our book says. We can use could to do the following: to ask for permission or make a request. Example, could I make a quick call? Or could you lend me your phone for a second? In these two cases, we're not talking about past abilities. We're talking about permission. Now, if you want to express ability or possibility in the past, you can use could, as in this example. She could tell that she hadn't been in the places where the calls were made. If you remember, this is the girl in the story. Now, to express a possibility in the present or future, now we have a conditional, right? The second conditional. If you buy a phone from Phones for You, a company, you could get 3 months free texts. We don't use could for an action that happened once in the past. That's not possible. We use was or were able to or managed to instead. Let's see the example. She was able to get a refund after her phone broke. So in this sentence, we're not going to use could, but we can say she managed to get a refund after her phone broke. Okay, so that is the use of could. Let's go back to our main page, and let's go on with the exercise. So we are going to go ahead with the exercise number 1. So the instruction says choose the correct sentence endings to complete the examples of the uses of could. So the number 1 says, do you think I could swim across the lake last week or use this phone? Well, last week refers to the past, but the question refers to the present, so the correct answer is use your phone. I could hear her tomorrow. No, I am not referring to tomorrow. But the second option is, but she couldn't hear me. So that's the correct answer. Number 3, I was thinking that we could visit the internet cafe before we go to the cinema or before we went to the cinema yesterday. No, I was not referring to yesterday. I am referring to today. So this is the correct answer. And the number 4 says, before I got my own phone, I could use my mom's. anytime I wanted, or to call the police when my bag was stolen once? Well, I am not referring to the story about the bike. I'm just talking about anytime I wanted. So let's click on the check button, and all of them are totally correct. So let's read the explanation. We can use could due to the following. Okay, so it's the same that we read before, right? Okay, so let's go on to the next exercise, going back to the next page. And now we go directly to the exercise number 2. And it says here, complete these sentences using positive or negative forms of could and be able to. Use contracted forms. So let's see. Okay, so the number 1. I couldn't, contraction, couldn't study English when I was at primary school because there weren't any English teachers. Number 2. I didn't have a phone when I was a child, so I couldn't call my parents if I needed anything. The number 3. This is an ability in the past. I could play tennis well when I was a child. In fact, I won the school cup. Now, attention, because in the number 4, I'm talking about something that I wasn't able to. So I wasn't able to do my English homework last night because I had left my book at school. Number 5. I was able to meet my friends last weekend because we didn't have any homework. And because this is not an ability, right? We're not talking about abilities. And the number 6, my little brother and sister were able to stay up late night last night because it was our dad's birthday. So let's click on the check button, and all of them are correct. Okay, moving on. So the second part of the grammar, the complement, is right here. So let's go with it. It says uses of be able to. Sometimes we need to use be able to because the modal verbs can or could don't have certain forms with the present perfect and past perfect. They haven't been able to find a new place to live yet. I couldn't imagine where they had been able to do it. With other modal verbs, you must be able to swim if you want to be a lifeguard. They might be able to fix your computer for you as an alternative future form of can. I won't be able to do my homework this weekend, or with to and as an ing form. I would love to be able to play the guitar. I really enjoy being able to get online whenever and wherever I want. Okay, so these are the alternative ways to express can or could. So let's look at the exercise. So we go directly to the exercise number 5. The instructions say complete the sentences with the correct form of be able to. Use contracted forms. Okay, so the sentence number 1 says, if we both get smartphones, we'll be able to chat on Messenger whenever we like. The number 2 says, I love having a job, but I hate not being able to stay in bed all day. So we are missing the particle to here. Number 3. Oh, come on. You are able to find the link on the website. It's easy. Number 4. Since I lost my phone, I haven't been able to send. I'm forgetting the particle to send or receive any text. And the last one, I was worried because I hadn't, past perfect, hadn't been able to contact Emily since the previous evening. Okay, so let's check, and they are all correct. There you go. Okay, let's go back to the main page. Okay, so we go directly to the exercise number 6. And the instructions say, write a possible answer to the questions, use the word in brackets and the correct form of be able to. Okay, so which musical instrument would you like to play? I'd love to be able to play the saxophone. There you go. Okay, next. Is there any place of us accessing the internet here? You might not be able to access the internet here. Okay. What computer skills does the job require? You need to be able to use, for example, Office, Microsoft Office, right? Okay, what's the advantage of using a tablet in class? You will be able to surf the web. The last one. How are they doing with repairing your laptop? Okay, negative. They haven't been able to repair it. Okay, so these are all the possible answers to this exercise. Okay, so let's go back to our main page. So as you can see, today we have been able to study the difference between could and be able to. What is the difference? Well, could is more limited than be able to. Be able to can be used in the past, in the present, or in the future, whereas could is only used either in the past or permissions or probabilities in the present. Could cannot be used in the future except for very, very rare cases and occasions. Okay, my dear students, that's all we have time for today. Please make sure to ask all kinds of questions in regards to the topic today, grammar, vocabulary, or the platform. Please take care of yourselves, and I will see you next time around. Bye-bye.